And I understand you wrote a book on the Tonga people. How did that come about?
Yes, I did, and it came about as me trying to appreciate the Tonga people. They are amongst the few people that we have in Zambia that are good at hospitality, and I felt I needed to appreciate them through the book. Not because I'm Tonga, but because they're indeed good people.
How have people responded to the book?
So far, so good. Most share that only few people have written something about the Tonga people. So bringing something to light about them and putting them on the world map is something that has made the people so happy, especially the Tongas themselves.
For a stranger like me, how would you describe the Tonga people? Who are they?
The Tonga people are one of the good people that we have in Zambia because they possess the attribute of good hospitality. The Tonga people are cattle herders. The Tonga people also believe in polygamous marriages. So meaning for them it is normal to have more than one wife so long as you've married through the traditional way. The Tonga people also believe in certain spirits, for example the water spirits, the nyami nyami. So they would believe in that, and they also believe that when they offer prayers to the shrine, they will definitely have some good rainfalls.
What sort of challenges have the Tonga people had over the years?
Okay. One of the challenges is being accepted. Because of the political arena in Zambia, some political players, Tonga people have been described as being primitive. They've been described as people that cannot offer any good or service to the world. And as a result, you find that when someone, for example, applies for either employment or anything, if they are Tonga, their applications will be sidelined because of the attribute of being Tonga.
What is the secret to the Tonga strength? How come they're so resilient to all these problems they faced?
It is because Tongas do not believe in giving up. They believe in keeping trying and trying and trying till they get what they really want to get.
And what other challenges are the Tonga people facing besides not being accepted? If you go back to the Kariba Dam, for example,
yes.
How did that story unfold?
Okay, the Kariba Dam comes in when some of the Tongas were displaced from their land, because what they believed in is where the Kariba Dam was constructed used to be their land. But when they wanted to put up that dam, they were told they had to be displaced. And being displaced, some of the Tongas were taken to certain lands which are not so fertile. So that did not augur well, and until now, they cannot even cultivate properly because they believe that the lands are not as fertile as the land that Kariba had.
What about the future of the Tonga? What do you visualize the changes in the next 10, 20 years? How is the lifestyle of the Tonga going to change?
Okay. It will change as one of the reasons is they're being accepted now. And more especially that we even have a Tonga president now, President Hakainde Hichilema. And is now able to bring other tribes together. So meaning tribalism is now beginning to be a thing of the past. We are now seeing Tongas mingling with the Bembas, Tongas mingling with the Chewas and everyone. And they are now allowing intermarriages. So meaning a Tonga can now marry a Lozi, a Tonga can marry a Bemba. So they are now being accepted as part of the Zambian people.
What traditions have the Tonga lost or are bringing back to their lifestyle?
Okay. The tradition that the Tongas have lost is where things are now being modernized. certain cultures are being put away because we are now doing things in a modern way. Some typical Tongas believe that that's not how things are supposed to be done, and they want those things to be done the way they used to be done. For example, Tongas back then did not believe in Christianity. They believed in offering prayers to their spirits and everything. But now, some of the Tongas are Christians, and others still believe that they need to go back to the old ways. For example, they are saying the current power deficit that we're having now is as a result of the Nyami being angry. And they believe that as soon as they go and get back the spirits, offer sacrifices, then we'll have enough rainfalls and we'll no longer have load shedding. So that tradition has been lost.
What about the Tonga language? Is that in danger of dying?
No, that one is protected. One thing that I like about the Tongas is that wherever they go, they always embrace the Tonga language. The only Tongas that are affected are these ones that are brought up in towns, for example, like Lusaka City, and they've never been to the villages. Because children are now taught that it's either you speak Tonga, like the way I was brought up. It's either you speak Tonga in the house or English. So as a child, I needed to choose which language I'm comfortable with. So you find that most of the kids would prefer going with English, and they will not use Tonga. So the Tongas that are found in town do not know much about the cultures because they rarely visit the villages.
Are some children rebelling about learning Tonga because English is... I know Tonga is an official language, but do they think learning Tonga is old-fashioned? If they want to be modern, English is the only language that counts?
Those ones in Lusaka, yes. And because of the same aspect of being discriminated some time back, saying because you're Tonga, you cannot do this. So they will try by all means to hide their languages and stick to the English language so that they are protected and not victimized by anyone.
So some of the young people are ashamed of being Tonga, so they want to hide it.
Yes, they are.
What are the Tonga people doing to try and change that?
Okay, so through the president, like this time around, he's promoting unity and allowing other tribes to also visit the Tonga land and also get land in the Tonga land, and this vice versa. That way, unity is being promoted. And what is also done is now not only sending, for example, Tongas are not only sent to the Tonga lands, but they're also sent to other lands, for example, Eastern Province, where we find the Ngonis, and the Ngonis will also be sent to the Tonga land, so that everyone feels at peace and feels that liberty. Then apart from that, he's also promoting local languages to be taught in schools. For example, if you go to Southern Province, Tonga is one of the languages that will be taught. You come to Lusaka, it is Chewa. You go to Northern Province, it's Bemba. So he's promoting that they embrace their languages.
Southern Province, the majority of people are Tonga, are they?
Yes, they're Tongas.
And what about Christianity versus the traditional religions? Any thoughts on that?
There's a balance now. There's a balance. People are trying by all means to balance up tradition and Christianity, because one thing that they've learned is they cannot run away from tradition. And again, they still need Christianity. So there's now that balance between the two.
Any last words to sort of sum it up?
Okay. What I can say is the Tonga people are amazing people that are resilient to the troubles that they've actually gone through, and they've become stronger because of that. And they are willing to show the world that they are equally good people, just like any other person. And that's the reason why I also decided to help in promoting this beautiful tribe.